Hello guys, my name is Ben and I'm a church planter in Gothenburg, Sweden, and I've been here for 3 years with my family, Emily, who grew up in Sweden, and my children, Gabriel, Noah, Josephine and Caspian. And here I am in Gothenburg on a pretty normal Gothenburg rainy day. So as you can see about around me, Sweden is a beautiful place to live. I've got surrounded by forests and rocks and lakes, and Swedes have a great heritage of just kind of looking after the country. So it's a very beautiful place to live. But spiritually speaking, Sweden is in a desperate state. And so Sweden is the most secular and individualistic country in the world, but it's also the most egalitarian country in the world. And as you can imagine, there's lots of places where the gospel and where biblical teaching kind of clashes with that kind of culture. Let me give you some quick facts about the situation here in Sweden. So the population in Sweden, there are about 10 million people. The official government websites describe Sweden as a post-Christian secular nation. And according to many Christian statistics, Sweden has the fastest rate of evangelical church decline than anywhere else in the world. In the past 20 years, 2,000 evangelical churches closed their doors. That's one church every single week. On any given Sunday, only 64,000 Swedes actually go to church. And of those 64,000 people in church, the vast majority of them will not be in a church where the Bible is clearly taught, where they have a clear statement of faith, and they'll be in churches where the gospel is confused. And on top of that, 80% of Christians in Sweden would be LGBTQ affirming. Just to put this situation into perspective. So to be a church planter seeking to plant a Bible-based conservative evangelical church that is complementarian, that has a strong focus on gospel in the center of community, it puts you at odds in many ways with the culture. So it has been quite challenging. But I'm pleased to say that yesterday we actually launched our church. We had 11 new members sign our grounding documents, which included a statement of faith, members' promises, and some doctrinal distinctives. And we became Kungskyrkan Mölndal, which is the King's Church in Mölndal. One of the ways in which we've sought to reach Swedes is through a very simple principle of open home, open Bible. And so we regularly have people into our home. We read the Bible whenever we have guests. And on Thursday night, we run an open house where we invite everyone we meet to come and eat together. And we have as many, between 20 and 40 people come, and we feed them all. And then I give a short Bible talk in Swedish. Please pray that for our new members, that we would love one another well, that we'd hold out the gospel to one another and to the world around us in a way that is helpfully countercultural and that invites other people to join in with us. Please also pray for our family, particularly for our children. Our kids don't have many other Christian friends their own age. It's tough, and they're being heavily taught secular ideologies in the school system, which they have to be part of to be in Sweden. You're not allowed to homeschool here. Pray for my Swedish. I've been here now. I am preaching in Swedish, and I'm speaking more and more in Swedish. Actually, we've planted a Swedish-speaking church. That means every meeting we have will only be in Swedish, which is really tough work for me. Please pray that the Swedish language comes to me quicker. And one other thing, please pray for our partnerships with other evangelical churches. There are a few churches in Sweden that are holding the line, and there are new churches being planted. Still needs many, many, many more, but there are a few. And I think it's really important that we have good relationships. So please pray for the other churches in Gothenburg, that we might find ways of partnering together for the sake of encouragement, primarily for the sake of reaching Sweden with the gospel. So thank you very much for your time, and God bless you. Thank you for your prayers, and we covet them so much, and we are so grateful for all the gospel partnerships that we can possibly have across the Acts 29 network and in the UK. So thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.